to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We have a big load of 10 game post game in NHL. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. It's Thursday, February 11, 2021. But it's a late night because we have 10 games in NHL. I will try to go quicker, faster, better for you guys to resume each game by number. I wish I can go deeper, but it will take me about 1 hour to recording this video. I will try to shrink everything in about 30 to 40 minutes. So give you an idea what happening yesterday. And like I said, 10 game on the program, 20 team in action, couple of surprise, and some team is starting to get a little bit more difficult for them. And then we're going to talk through this for the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So let's start with the first game of the night. And it was between the Edmonton versus the Montreal Canadiens. Edmonton shut down completely the Montreal Canadiens. That was the second loss back-to-back for the first time this year, and also the third loss in the last 4 games. And it was a great performance of the goaltender, the veteran Mike Smith, stopped 35 shots from the Montreal Canadiens yesterday, and that's one of the reasons why the Edmonton won yesterday. Whatsoever, Montreal start to have a more difficult time like they never have since the beginning of the year. The transition is not great. Julien was talking about the fact the players don't apply or do the little details. That's make a difference right now. For Edmonton, they look very different compared at the beginning of the year. They won the 6 of the last 7 games, so they are on the road right now. And, that's something maybe you think about, I'm sure McDavid and Trussell doing well in the last couple of games. It's not them, it's the defensemen and also the third line make a difference. So yesterday, the 3 goals came from Akira, his second of the year. Nurse scored his 6th of the year. He became the most goal for the defenseman with Jeff Petrie so far in the NHL with 6. And then Tyson Barrie scored his 3rd of the year on power play in the 3rd period. And that's make also his 2nd goal back-to-back so far. The number are 24 shots for Edmonton, 35 for Montreal. The power play is 53 versus 47 for Edmonton. The power play, both teams have 0 and 2. The hit was 19-19. The block was 18-9. And also the minute penalty was 18-13 for Edmonton. Most of the point tonight, it was really quiet. Honestly, Montreal have 0 all the way. And Trussell have 1 assist. And McDavid have 7 shots versus Edmondson for the Montreal with 6. For the TOI, Nurse continues really a transformation player. To be honest with you, he stepped up this year more like I never see before. He played 24 minutes 38. And Jeff Petrie, 21-31. The save, like I said, Mike Smith blocked 38 shot, and then Jake Allen stopped 26. So at the end of the day, great performance for Edmonton Oilers yesterday, and Montreal start to pump right now. I don't know what's really the problem. We have, Perry was out of the lineup, and Paul Byron was back in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens. And a couple of rumors going around the Edmonton Oilers right now. That's the reason why the game start at 8 o'clock is COVID-19 could be a problem. Paul Barvey is got testing positive, but they have to go a little bit deeper to confirm him on the COVID-19 protocol list. And finally, the goaltender Koskinen, he was not around the team last night for precaution. So we have to wait a little bit today, more tests from the players, and see what the situation with Edmonton Oilers is. Something we have to follow up during the day for sure, and see what could happen with the Oilers. So the second game of the night at 7 o'clock also, Pittsburgh Penguins came back late in the game with a late goal of Malkin, and finally Crosby and shoot out the only goal and gave to the Pittsburgh Penguins a win of 4-3 versus the New York Islanders. Um, the shot was 35-29 for Pittsburgh. The face-off 56-44 the Islanders. The power play 0-1 Pins and 1-1 from Islanders. It was a goal of Pajot. The hits were 29-23 for Pittsburgh. The block shot 14 Pittsburgh, 20 Islanders. Penalty very low, 2 and 2 minute penalty each team. And gave away 7 Pittsburgh, 13 for Islanders. This not happen a lot. I'll be honest with you, for Islanders give a lot of puck like that. The scorer for the Islanders, Zizikas, scored his third goal of the year, his third straight game with a goal, and also he opened the score for this game. Pajot scored his second goal of the year, power play goal. Pazal scored his fifth of the year. The last came to Varlamov. For the Pittsburgh, Rust scored his third goal of the year. Ashton Reyes, he came back for first game the last 6 months. His first goal with the Pittsburgh Penguins this year. And Malkin, like I said, scored a 19 minutes something at the end of the third period. And finally, the only goal and shutout, he came for Sidney Crosby. This Smith was in front of the net yesterday for the Pittsburgh. Have a very good game. Give a chance for the Pittsburgh to win, honestly. Overall, typical game for the Islanders, but unfortunately, did not know when they got their fourth straight game with at least 1 point. So that's a good news for Islanders. And Pittsburgh, a little bit better for them to, that they need that win at that point, and now they are 6-5-1, and also the same thing for the Islanders. So let's move on to the third game of the night. This one is a shocking one. This is a surprise one. This one we have to consider Panthers a bit more legit right now, because that's really the first time this year they play again a team, a solid team in that division with Carolina. So my expectation was a little bit low. My expectation to see what happening. And the good news for the Panthers, and I don't give them, I don't want to say they don't play well. I just want to be sure you understand that Tampa played the worst game of the year so far this year. I watched many of those games, and I'll be honest with you, that was the worst. But on the flip side, that was maybe the best game of the Panthers this year also. So at the end of the day, the best team showing up, that's the one they won. Is the game as the team win, and it's a Panthers win this game 5-2. A great performance. The Sergei Bobrovsky, now he's on the fire. The business you, I think he's a 502 this year, and he's getting more like what Bobrovsky signed a contract 2 years ago with the Panthers. So that's a great news on that for the Panthers. To be honest with you, with this win, the Panthers now are 8-1-2. For the Tampa Bay, they are falling at 9-2-1. It was only the second loss for them this year. The shot was very low, be honest with you, between both teams. Was 29-21 for the Panthers. Face-off, Panthers 60-40. Power play, on the flip side, Tampa continues to dominate with a 2-2 goal and 3 attempt. And also the Panthers, also 1-1. They are number one in NHL so far. The hit was really physical, or maybe, I don't know. This is the first time I see two teams over 30 this year. That's a number of the stat usually you see in the playoff. So really impressive. 44-39 for the hit last night. And the block shot was both teams same number with 11. The minute penalty, the same thing with 13. And the giveaway, Tampa Bay 9 and the Panthers 5. So the goal came only for the Tampa, the same player point, scored his fifth and the sixth of the year. He was both of the goal are on the power play, and the last came to Vasilevsky. He was his second of the year. For the Panthers, Wenberg scored his third goal of the year, his third straight game with a goal. Veterano scored his second of the year with a great pass to Owen Tippett behind the net. Eggblad scored his fourth of the year on power play. Verhehi scored his seventh of the year, his first goal again, his team play last season. And then Connolly scored his first goal of the year on this 7 game play this year with the Panthers. Good to see him scoring because so far this year is not the way I think he expect what has going on with him because he's a healthy scratch couple of games. So to get a goal for the Panthers, that's good for him. And then overall, Panthers really showing up tonight. I did not see the same lightnings like I saw usually. We have to give credit for the Panthers. They are starting to be legit right now. And we have started to open a lot of eyes, I'm pretty sure, in NHL at that moment. And they're going to play again tomorrow, Saturday. Not tomorrow, Saturday, between both formation. They have 3 games and then the back to back to back right now. So we'll see what's happening with them. The 4 game of the night is it's the 2 team does not go nowhere since the beginning of the year, and also Detroit lost again 3-2 versus Nashville Predator. Be honest with you, it was 2-1 for Detroit, and then Nashville came back with 2 goals, and that's what gave them a chance to win 3-2. The record now is 6-8-0. They're hanging there, but Nashville don't look great, to be honest with you, since the beginning of the year. And Detroit Red Wings, it's just sad. They work hard, and it's just sometimes not always a 60 minute. And when they don't do that, they lost all the time. So they record fall back now at 3-10-2. The shot was 26-23 for the Red Wings. Face off 54-46 for Nashville. Power play again. Detroit, they struggled this year with 0-4. Nashville scored 1 goal and 4 attempts. The hits were 12-15 for Nashville. The block shot 16-14 again for Nashville. The penalty was same 8 minutes for both teams, and the giveaway 6 by Detroit, 5 by Nashville. The goal from Detroit was February, his third of the year, and then Stahl scored his second goal of the year. Another loss for Greece, but again, it's not his fault. He's doing well in front of the net, and he was his 4th start for the Detroit for the last 4 games. For Nashville, Ellis scored his second goal of the year on power play. Duchesne his third of the year, and a goal winner, Fabro, his second of the year, and Rene win this game. And Rene looking good for the last couple of days, couple of games. He came back from sorrow like 3 games ago, and then he's win the last 2 games for Nashville. So the next game is going this another entertaining. I'll be honest with you, Columbus could be 0-2-3 goal per game, and then the next game explode with 6 goals. And then also one thing during those 6 goals last night, Laney have 0 goals, so there's really impressive, and he came back with 4 goals in the third period to win this game against Chicago. It was maybe the first time the Chicago struggled 1 period, or I thought he going to win because he have a really strong game, but Columbus came back stronger at the third period, and they sealed the game to Chicago with a final score of 6-5. That gave Columbus a record of 7-5-3, and for Chicago they fall now at 6-4-4. The shot was really dominated by Columbus Blue Jacket, 43 versus 26 for Chicago. The face-off 53-47 for Chicago. The power play a lot of goal yesterday. 2 and 3 for Columbus and 1 and 2 for Chicago. They are number 3 in the NHL. The hits was 37-32. That gives you an idea how it was physical. That was a little bit like what you expect during the playoff. And the block shot 11 Columbus, 14 Chicago. Minute penalty very low, 4 Columbus, 6 Chicago. The giveaway a little bit high, 11 for Columbus. That's the one reason Chicago did not play their typical games in the beginning of the year with 17 giveaway. The goal came from Chicago, Mitchell Bodin, their first of the year, the first goal in the NHL. Sutter, 6th of the year, his second goal back-to-back. The rookies looking great, to be honest with you. And Kane scored his 7th goal of the year on power play. And the Brinkat also his 7th of the year. The last one to Lankinen. Now you said, get, well, maybe give 6 goals, not great. I listen, he received 43 shots from Columbus yesterday, and with the defensive players they have, would they play also without Murphy? They lost the maybe the one of the top best defensemen for the team for 7-10 days, and also they put Andre Shaw. This is a bad news, and this is someone that we concern a lot again on the long reserve injury list because is protocol of concussion, and we know the story, the history of a Shaw with concussion. So this is not great for the veteran at 30 years old. It's something we wish the best for him. And the sixth goal from for Columbus Blue Jacket is Atkinson, his fourth of the year. This one was in short-ended. And for also Roslovic scored his 2 goal last night, one on power play, his third four. This kid's doing well since the trade from the Jet. He came from the Jets. He looked very good for Columbus. Jenner, his fourth of the year, is on power play. Del Zotto, his first of the year. And then Stanlon is second of the year. Copisalo win and for as a goaltender for the Columbus. And like I said, Lincoln and lost for Chicago. Let's move on to the next game. We have halfway to go. Let's go with this one. Ottawa lost again the Winnipeg Jets 5-1. All right. And the key here I want to talk to you is listen, the last 3 games, Ottawa outscore everybody, but he cannot find a way to win. And yesterday, listen, 42-26. At some points during the middle of the game, it was 3-0 Winnipeg. It was 26-11 shot for Ottawa. So they cannot score. They shot in the net, they did not score. So that gave with this loss for Ottawa 2-12-1. And for the Jets now, they jumped to 8-4-1. So the looking good, the Jets for the last couple of games. The faceoff was 52-48 for the Ottawa. Power play 0-2 Ottawa, 1-2 for the Jets. The hit 22-19. The block shot 13-10 for the Jets. Minute penalty, both teams 4 minutes, very quiet. They gave away 9 for Ottawa, 12 for the Jets. The only goal late at the third period, it came for the rookie Josh Norris for the second of the year for Ottawa. By the way, Murray get removed after the second period. One, he gave 3 goals, and Winnipeg scored 2 more in the third period. I think it was more at that moment. Smith maybe it was the best for him to remove Murray for the rest of the game. The 5 goal came from 5 defense scorer for the Jets. Stashny scored his third of the year. Heller is 9 of the year, his third of the last 2 games. Goal. Whaler, 4th of the year on power play. Perro is 2nd of the year. And finally, the defenseman Pionk scored his first of the year. Hellebuck was the Golden Door winner. And like I said, Murray got the loss for the Ottawa. Overall, whatsoever the shot was for Ottawa, just play a solid game, and they're looking good. Dubois did not have any goal yesterday for his second game with the Jets. So let's move on with game number 7 of the night. It's between the Carolina versus Dallas, and again, Carolina find a way to win this game 5-3. Honestly, it's not on shootout, so I have to delete that one next time. That's with this win. Carolina fall at 8-3-0. Dallas now, I don't know. It's since Reslov is out of the lineup, they're not doing well. They lost the 2 of the 3 last game, and they are now 5-3-3, and they got only 1 point the last 3 games. Also, talking about Reslov now, they put him on the injury reserve list, so it's something we have to follow up for sure. The shot was pretty good. Dallas 37-32. That give you an idea. Raymer was better during this game. The face-off 56-44 for the Star. Power play 1-3 Carolina, 1-5 for Dallas. Hit Dallas 39-19. So he was very physical for Dallas yesterday. The block shot 17-11 for the Canes. And then minute penalty, 10 for Carolina, 6 for Dallas. They gave away. Both teams have the same number with 13. The goal came for the Dallas. Pisic, his first of the year, and also his first goal as a member for the Dallas Star. Rupi Hens scored his fourth of the year, and Joe Pavelski was a little bit quiet for the last couple of games, and now he came back with his eighth of the year, and unfortunately the last came to Tubin, came back in the lineup after two healthy scratch. For the Carolina, Howe scored his third of the year on power play, open up the score of the game. Jordan Stahl, his third of the year. He's looking good. Stahl play very well for them. Bob Megan scored his fifth of the year. This I could be wrong. I know I'm sure on one thing. This is a third straight game with a goal. If not, that's four. So Megan, he surprised me a lot. Did not expect from him. Neither Raider scored his sixth of the year, the winning goal. And finally, for Jill, score his third of the year. And again, like a good performance, better for Raymer. He was a little bit shaky for the last couple games. He carried on the load in front of the net for the Canes, and it was a good news for them. Also, the goaltender Meshrek is back on the ice, so we expect him maybe the next 7 days. Will be helping the Canes because right now Raymer, like, he's on the he's always in front of the net for them. So in the next game we have to go, and this is in Vancouver last night, late at 10 o'clock p.m. And again, we apologize for the SO. We have to delete this for sure. The Calgary beat the Vancouver Canucks. I think now they are five straight loss for the Vancouver. I'll be honest with you, they are six straight loss for Vancouver. The final score of Calgary 3, Vancouver 1. That gave the Flames now 7-5 and 1. So there was the third straight win for the Flames. The shot was 26, the Flame 34 for Vancouver. A better game overall, by the way, for the Vancouver, to be honest with you. The face-off 57 for the Flame, 43 for the Canucks. Both teams did have 0 goal on power play, 0 and 3 for the Flames, 0 and 4 for the Canucks. The hits 21-12 for the Flames. Block shot 10 and 8 for the Flames. The minute penalty for the game 10-8 again for the Flames. And finally the giveaway was 5 for Vancouver, 3 only for the Flames. And the only unique goal that came for the Barzer. He was his 10th goal of the year. He's the second best scorer so far in NHL. The last came to the Demko. For the Vancouver, and the 3 goal came for 3 different scorer for the Calgary. Giordano scored his second goal of the year. Manjot Penny scored his fourth. That's gave him a back-to-back game with a goal. And finally, at the third period, Johnny Gaudreau scored his 8th of the year. Johnny have a really good start of the season with the Flames, and the win came for Maxstrom. For the Flame, it was his first game in Vancouver. Did very well in front of the net for them. So, all the ex-players, Maxstrom with Calgary, and then Toffoli with Montreal, play well against Vancouver. So, very interesting to see that. The next game we have to go with at 10 o'clock also. It's a win of the Los Angeles Kings 6-2. After 3 losses, Kings play a good game against San Jose. Was a little bit shaky yesterday. John was shaky in front of the net. He left during the game. The coach removed him. The Kings have a 31 shot like the Sharks, both team. The face-off 60-40 for the Sharks. The power play 1 and 2 for the Sharks, but 3 and 6 for the Kings. That also make a difference when your special team score. That helped for sure. The hits was 23, the Sharks 15 for the Kings. The block shot 5. Sharks 9 for the Kings. Minute penalty 14 for the Sharks, 6 for the Los Angeles Kings. The giveaway same number, 5 for both teams. I think Sharks also was not disciplined yesterday. A lot of minute penalty for them that opened up the door for the King, and they take advantage with 3 goals yesterday. By the way, the goals came for Kopitar, his fourth of the year. Constrom is third of the year. Austin Warner scored his second of the year, like Tolan, the rookie. Yafalo is third of the year. And finally, Jeff Carter, the veteran, scored his second of the year. Pedersen looked great again in front of the net. And then finally, the 2 goals came for the same player for the Sharks. Hurtle, his fourth and fifth of the year. Jones was in front of the net. And that's that helping a little bit the Kings now to win this game after a couple of games they struggle. And Sharks was not there yesterday, and that's one reason why they are right now at 5-6-1 with their inconsistency. They're showing up night after night. Finally, the last game of the night at 10 o'clock. That's a little bit a surprise. I watched this game over there. That's maybe the one uh, that's maybe one game where Vegas struggled the most. Was not. I don't know. I see them like a little bit more tired. Fleury did well in this loss. They announced yesterday Lerner is on the injury list. They have something you have to go with day to day. You have to follow up with that one over there. The final score only 1-0. He took a late goal the third period for Maxime Comtois. He's a goal winner. Also, his sixth of the year. Shootout for John Gibson is 22nd, 22 of his career. The Ducks now back to 500 with 6-6-3. It was only the second loss for the Vegas this year. Now they are 8-2-1. And first shot was 56-44 for the Ducks. The shot was 28-21 for the Ducks. The power play, both teams have the same number, 0 and 2. The hits, 39-26 for the Ducks. The block shot, 25 versus 12 for the Ducks. Minute penalty, only 4 for the Ducks, and also 14 for the Vegas. And finally, gave away pucks, 3 for Ducks and 5 for Vegas. If you look about this, to be honest with you, all the number I just gave about Vegas, lower to Ducks, a little bit more dominate for the Ducks. That give you an idea what Vegas did yesterday. They're not showing up the way they're showing up. And if you see this game, you see their bucket, the gold bucket. It was funny to see this. I'm going to show it to you, and it was really funny to see this team with this one. So like we do at the end of this every post game we do in NHL every night, we bring you the 3-star of the night, and we have to go with the first one here. John Gibson, we just talked about him. Shootout for him, his 22nd, his career, and a great performance for him. And from the net for the Anaheim Ducks. We know he did not play the last game. He got a laceration, and he was not on the lineup. But tonight, great performance for him. The second star of the night, we have to go with Cam Atkinson. Play a solid game for the Columbus Blue Jacket. He has 1 goal, 3 assists, and his goal was his 4th of the year. And also he got his in short-ended. So he was the second star of the night. And finally, this one, if you tell me at the beginning the night is going to be the first star of the night, I said, no, it's not possible. But he did it. Is the veteran goaltender Mike Smith for the Edmonton Oilers. Completely stopped. The 35 shot came from the Montreal Canadiens. With this shutout, he got his 40 and during his career in NHL. So congratulations to Mike Smith. Great performance in front of the net. And that's gave also for the Edmonton Oilers their 6th win in the last 7 games. So they're looking very good. And that's what turn around now. 10 games in NHL. And before we leave, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on our Hockey Nation Live show. And remember, you have greatness within you.